This video I want to speak about the power of negative energy. Um, this is in a way a reaction and a response to the video that my friend shared with me. The title of the video is Rewind Clip of the Week, Busta Rhymes Checks British Girl Who Disrespects Him. I'll put the link to the description section of this video. But basically, it's just Busta Rhymes, on tour. It seems like in England or wherever, in Britain, and then these fans are trying to get a hold of him, trying to get his attention. They want to take a picture with him, and they want to take a picture of him or maybe get his autograph, whatever. And he's just basically ignoring them. And then he's walking into the bus, and then all of a sudden some woman calls him ignorant. And then when he heard that, he just got really pissed off. And then he started to argue with the woman and her friend for like at least a minute, about how he had to go to the bathroom and how he didn't deserve to be called ignorant and all this other stuff. And he was basically really upset. And I just want to not really talk too much about who was in the wrong and who was in the right, but just more so about the power of negative energy and what I see. And this is an illustration of, why I do what I do as well, and why my expression is, it's pretty much a mixture of positive and negative. Because negative energy is very powerful, especially in this society. You see the media, they take advantage of that. Anytime there's a shooting or a death, the news broadcasters are all over the story. And they put headlines all over the place, and they always report every shooting and killing, but they don't really report every childbirth. They don't care about the childbirth. They're more concerned about they're more attentive to the shootings and killings. If you look at Miley Cyrus, for example, when she was a goody two shoes, Hannah Montana, nobody really paid too much attention to her. But now, she's doing a lot of explicit things and a lot of sexual things, and, with the twerking and everything, and, now, everybody's paying attention to her. That's another example right there. You see with this Busta Rhymes, he's just ignoring the fans, but then once they say something negative, all of a sudden his attention is drawn to them. It just shows like how a lot of these people's minds are triggered towards negativity, and they give energy to negativity. It's just something that I see as a very ongoing thing. Hitler is somebody that killed, responsible for the death of millions of people, and he's known worldwide because of that. People even study him, and they make movies about him. They write books about him, even though he's like a murderer. Jeffrey Dahmer and all these serial killers, there's books out there about them, there's documentaries out there about them, and these people are not good people. These politicians like Mussolini and, Alexander the Great, or just all these people these leaders that kill people, they're known worldwide and they're celebrated, You see how much energy is put into negativity, and how much attention is given towards negativity. Like cage fighting is essentially just people hurting and being violent towards one another, and it's very popular. People are watching it. You got these action movies that are demonstrating a lot of violence. You got these video games that's just all about killing. You're shooting and killing people, and these are the #1 selling games out there. Grand Theft Auto, Call of Duty, Assassin's Creed. The list goes on and on. It's all like hurting people, killing people. The headliners in the media, it's about death. There's a certain fascination of death in this society, and it makes it so then a lot of people, in order to gain a lot of attention, they express a lot of negativity. And that's what I see. You know, like if you keep remaining positive, nobody pays attention to you. But then once you start expressing some type of negativity, now you're getting more people that pay attention to you. And that's what I'm seeing. You know, and entertainers or actors or people in this industry, this entertainment industry, they may know how to use this sort of, you know, they may start to understand this and use this towards their advantage as a marketing tool. I've heard that Mayweather uses this to his advantage as well, you know, basically making a bunch of people hate him, because that will essentially increase his revenue and his profits, you know, because the more people that hate him, the more people that know him, you know, and that's part of his strategy, his marketing strategy to maximize his profits, you know. So I see that negative energy is pretty powerful, you know, and it's just got to be used in the proper way. I see that it needs to be used in the proper way in order to basically help lead towards the greater good. You know, you basically might have a certain negative expression in order to draw people in towards the positive. I see that that's almost necessary almost in this type of society, because the people that value the positive already are typically the people that don't even really need help or guidance, because they already value the positivity and they know how to stay away from the negative. But the people that are basically hypnotized by the negative and they don't see the positive, it's almost like you have to use the negative energy as a way of gaining their attention in order to help lead them towards the positive. That's kind of what I see that's going on, that really changes the dynamics of how like certain sages or great leaders need to approach this challenge of basically educating the society towards living more positive lives.